know that feeling. When your investments have done well, but you're sort of watching the horizon, wondering if a dip is coming.
Uh-huh. That little bit of worry.
Exactly. Well, today we're digging into a financial tool that some people use, almost like insurance in those moments. Put options.
That's right. We're looking at put options.
Yeah.
The idea is to, give you a clear picture of what they are, why you might consider them.
Especially if you're thinking about protecting your portfolio, maybe.
Right.
Or even if you think the market might, well, decline.
Right. And we'll try to keep it pretty straightforward. No complex jargon, just the basics.
Okay, sounds good. What exactly is a put option?
Well, simply put, it's a contract. It gives you the right, but, and this is key, not the obligation.
Okay.
The right to sell an asset, like a stock, at a specific price, the strike price, by a certain date.
Right. But you pay for that, right, don't you? It's not just handed to you.
Exactly. There's an upfront cost. That's crucial.
It's like buying, I think the guide we looked at used a supermarket coupon analogy. Seemed pretty helpful.
Yeah, that's a good one. Let's use it. Imagine you go and buy a coupon. Say it costs you 51.
Okay.
And this coupon gives you the right to sell one apple for 1,001 sometime in the next month.
Got it. 51 for the right to sell an apple at 1,001.
Right. Now, scenario one.
Yeah.
The market price for apples drops. Suddenly, they're only worth 701. What happens?
Haha. Well, I've got my coupon, so I can still sell my apple for 1,001, even though they're cheaper everywhere else.
Yep. So you use the coupon?
So I make, let's see, 1,000 minus the 700 market price.
Mm-hmm.
That's 301 difference. But I paid 51 for the coupon.
Right.
So my net profit is 251.
Nice. Exactly. You benefited because the price went down and you had that right to sell high. But let's flip it.
Okay.
What if the apple price jumps? Maybe to 1,201. Now, what about your coupon to sell at 1,000?
Well, it's useless then, isn't it? Why would I use a coupon to sell for 1,000 when I can just sell it for 1,200 in the market? So the coupon expires worthless, and I'm out the 50 when I paid for it. Okay. Risk and reward.
You got it. So how does this apply to, say, the stock market? When would you actually use this?
Well, the guide suggests it's mainly when you think a stock price might, head downwards.
Correct. Anticipating a decline.
Like, let's say you own shares in, I don't know, Samsung Electronics, and you're maybe a bit nervous about their next earnings report or something.
Okay, a common scenario. So to kind of hedge that risk, protect your position.
You could buy a put option on Samsung stock.
Right. Giving you the right to sell your shares at a price set today, maybe the current market price, for a certain period.
And if you're right, if the stock price does fall after the report, what happens with that put option you bought?
Well, its value would likely go up because the right to sell at that higher locked-in price becomes more valuable as the actual market price drops further below it.
Like the Apple coupon being worth more when Apple prices tanked?
Exactly the same principle. So the gain on your put option can help offset the loss you're seeing on your actual Samsung shares.
So it acts like that safety net, but it wasn't free, remember? There's that cost. The guide called it a premium.
Correct, the premium. That's the technical term for the upfront cost of buying the option. Could be, say, 2% to 10% of the stock's value, typically.
And that's the money you stand to lose if you're wrong, right? If Samsung's stock price stays flat or even goes up.
Precisely. If the price doesn't fall below your strike price by expiration, that option expires worthless and the premium you paid is gone. That's the risk side.
Okay. So let me try and boil it down. A put option is basically a paid contract. It gives you the choice to sell a stock at a set price for a limited time. It can be useful insurance if you think the price might drop, or even a way to potentially profit from that drop.
Right. Offers protection or speculative potential.
But, and it's a big but, you pay for it up front, the premium, and you could lose that entire amount if things don't go as expected.
That's a very solid summary. It captures the essence of it. A tool for a specific view.
It does make you think, though. How does buying this kind of insurance stack up against other ways people manage risk?
That's a really good question for you, the listener, to ponder.
Like just selling some shares if you're worried? Or maybe using something like a stop-loss order?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How does buying a put compare? Think about the different costs involved, the potential benefits, the different ways they play out. They aren't all the same.
Definitely some food for thought there. If this idea of using options as protection or for other strategies sounds interesting, it's certainly worth, digging deeper to fully understand the mechanics and the risks.
Absolutely. Always know what you're dealing with.
Great stuff. Thanks for breaking that down for us.